in the $1 Million Voice program is that you become a more masterful communicator. So first we're going to look at what's holding you back from being a great communicator, anything with a mindset, and then of course we're going to look at the 5 key areas you need to master, which is your body, your voice, the words that you say, how you put your words together in your presentation, and how you think and structure your thoughts, and also how you connect and relate to an audience. So listening comes in that 5th point, which is how you connect. And when you get more masterful at communicating yourself, and when you silence the little voice in your head, then you have a lot more time and a lot more attention and focus to focus on the other person, on what they want, on what they may not be saying that you can listen to because you're not so concerned about yourself right now. So if you're a salesperson, for example, you may have a certain message that you want to get across, which is your sales presentation. So you also want to be looking for, do they like it or not? Are they with me or not? And most importantly, you want to find out what their problems are so you can identify those gaps so that your product or service can help them to fill those gaps so that it's going to be a win-win situation and you're going to be able to close the deal. So you can become more advanced in that way by taking yourself mostly out of the equation so that ultimately when you get really good at communicating, when you master the most profitable skill, which is public speaking or presenting, then you can do that so well that your attention can actually be on the other person. So we don't necessarily look a lot at listening and how to learn listening in this particular program, but we do look at speaking into the listening so that you can say what's in it for them so that your client can get, be, or have something. And when you can structure your thoughts to speak to that first, there's less questions. So one of the smartest things that you can do is, if you're a salesperson, look at what are the frequently asked questions and be able to have responses ready for those types of things so you're not taken off guard. And then if you can control 85 to 95 or maybe even 99% of your presentation based on your track record and based on your experience out there, depending on what it is that you do and deliver, then all of that extra energy can be focused on that relationship, on that connection, on what's wanting to happen, on speaking into the listening. We won't be studying micro body language or necessarily how to read other people, but if you are clear about how you communicate yourself, you communicate clearly, you embody leadership, you embody the messages, you are a product of what you are offering so that everything about you is in alignment with your brand or in alignment with the company's brand if you're an employee. When everything is working in alignment, when your words, when your voice and your body, your whole presentation and the way that you communicate with your voice and with your nonverbal communication, then I think that your listening will be able to improve. I do not teach in this particular program, just because we don't have the time, a system around listening, but in my experience, what ended up happening, of course you could ask your questions, we can ask questions anytime, but what will end up happening is once you take the focus off of yourself, you will be a lot more present, you will be a lot more available to listen, and I would definitely say that that will, not only if you're in sales, increase your sales conversion, if you're in a relationship, it will have that person feel gotten, feel understood, feel loved, or feel like you heard them. And that is the greatest gift that you can give anyone else, is your 100% focused attention. And the one thing that you do learn in the program, which is very, very, very powerful, is how to stay focused and present when you communicate.